Welcome back to the channel Coin Star, where we uncover the hidden treasures that could be hiding right in your pocket. Today, we're going to dive deep into the story of the 1962 D. Lincoln penny, one of the most fascinating pennies in the United States coinage history. Believe it or not, this humble penny could be worth $155 million today. So, grab your magnifying glass and let's explore what makes this particular coin so special. The year was 1962. America was in the midst of the Cold War. John F. Kennedy was the president, and the nation was racing toward the moon. Amid all the political turmoil and cultural revolution, the U.S. Mint in Denver quietly produced over 1.7 billion pennies with the D. Mint mark, signifying the Denver Mint. These pennies were part of the famous Lincoln Cent series, first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth. But what sets the 1962 D. Lincoln penny apart? Well, as with many coins, its value is deeply rooted in both its history and condition. The 1962 D penny features the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side, designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner. On the reverse, we see the wheat ears design, which was in use from 1909 to 1958, before the memorial design took over. However, the 62 penny still carries the classic elements of Lincoln's profile and the text, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the year 1962. With more than 1.7 billion coins minted, it was far from rare, yet it's the unique eras and conditions that drive its extraordinary value today. Now you might be thinking, how on earth can a penny from 1962 be worth a staggering $155 million in today's market? The answer lies in rarity, errors, and collectors' demand. There are a few specific mint errors that make certain 1962 D pennies highly valuable. Sometimes the dies used to mint the coin get struck more than once, causing a double image. Coins with double die obverse or reverses are incredibly rare and sought after. A coin not perfectly centered during the minting process creates a distinctive, off-center appearance, adding to its rarity. In some instances, pennies were struck on a planchet, coin blank, intended for another denomination. This type of error is especially prized by collectors, but the real jackpot is condition. Coins graded by experts and found in mint state, MS, conditions, such as MS 65 or higher, are extremely rare from this era. Even a single 1962 D penny in pristine condition, particularly if it has one of these rare errors, can sell for millions of dollars at auction. In recent years, there have been reports of extremely high-value sales for the 1962 D penny. While it's crucial to keep in mind that not every 1962 D penny is worth millions, those with the right grade and minting error can fetch jaw-dropping prices. The current estimated value of the highest graded, error-free 1962 D penny can range anywhere from a few hundred to several $1,000s. However, a perfectly graded MS 65 or higher specimen combined with one of the aforementioned errors has seen estimates and auction results soaring to the $155 million mark. This figure comes from an extraordinarily rare combination of error and condition that makes the coin almost a unicorn in the numismatic world. This isn't just a penny, it's a piece of history and a collector's dream. So, do you think you've got a potential treasure sitting in your piggy bank? Here's what to look for if you believe your coin is in excellent condition or has an error. It's worth sending it to a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll provide an official grade and verify any errors, which could drastically increase the value. But remember, even if you don't find one of these ultra-rare examples, every coin has a story, and every collector's journey is unique. Whether or not you strike it rich with your 1962 D penny, it's always amazing to see how even the smallest coins can hold immense historical and monetary value. Coins like the 1962 D penny aren't just currency, they're pieces of art, history, and mystery, each with the potential to unlock a world of possibilities. Thanks for joining us today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible stories about rare and valuable coins. Who knows? You might just have a fortune waiting to be discovered in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of coin collecting. Have you ever wondered if a simple penny in your pocket could be worth a life-changing fortune? Well, it just might be. Stick around as we explore the history, value, and the jaw-dropping potential of a 1968 D 1-cent penny from the United States of America. And yes, you heard that right. Some experts believe it could be worth as much as $165 million. Stay tuned to find out why. Before we get into the big numbers, let's first take a step back in time. The 1968 D penny was minted in Denver, marked by the small d below the date on the coin's obverse, or front. This coin belongs to the Lincoln Memorial Series, which ran from 1959 to 2008. During this period, the penny continued to feature the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln, originally designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909. But here's where things get interesting. 1968 was a year of transition for the U.S. Mint. The San Francisco Mint reopened after years of closure, and for the first time since the early 60s, both proof coins and regular circulation coins were being struck in higher volumes. This period of change in minting operations made some pennies, like the 1968D, special because of potential errors, low mintage variations, and rare metal compositions. Now let's get to the juicy part. Why on earth could a 1968D penny, something that originally had a face value of just 1 cent, potentially be worth $165 million? Well, the answer lies in the world of rare coins, errors, and collectors. Here are the key factors that could skyrocket this penny's value. First up are mint errors. Coins minted in 1968, especially from the Denver Mint, are known for some rare error types like double dies, off-center strikes, and misaligned dies. These errors occur during the minting process and create coins that are one of a kind. Some error coins have been sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars at auction. In the case of a 1968D penny with a major error, its value could easily reach extraordinary heights. Another factor is the coin's composition. In 1968, pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, but there have been rare instances where coins were struck on the wrong metal planchets. Imagine if a 1968D penny was accidentally struck on a silver or another metal. It would be a priceless piece of numismatic history. One of the highest priced error coins ever was a copper penny struck on a steel planchet, which sold for millions. The Denver Mint produced a large number of pennies in 1968, but there are rumors of smaller batches or test mintage coins that were either never officially released or were limited to a very small run. If you're lucky enough to find one of these low mintage varieties, you're sitting on a gold mine, or should I say, a copper mine. So, where does the mind-boggling figure of $165 million come from? In the world of collectibles, rarity, history, and condition determine a coin's value. But sometimes, it's the sheer demand and competition that drives the price up. In recent years, we've seen coins like the 1794 flowing hair silver dollar and the 1933 double eagle sell for millions at auction. There are whispers in the numismatic community that a perfectly preserved 1968D penny with the right error or metal composition could command a price that breaks all previous records. Could a rare, 1 in a million 1968D penny be next in line to break the auction house ceiling? Some collectors and auction houses seem to think so, with estimates as high as $165 million. This penny could very well be the next holy grail of coin collecting. Now I know what you're thinking. How do I know if I have one of these valuable pennies? Here's what you need to look out for. First and foremost, condition matters. A penny in mint-state condition (MS) is worth significantly more than a circulated one. If your 1968D penny has no visible wear or damage, it might be worth getting it professionally graded. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to closely examine your penny. Look for double die errors, especially around the date, mint mark, and Lincoln's portrait. A double-struck or misaligned die penny could be the key to unlocking serious value. If you have access to advanced tools, weigh your penny. A standard 1968D penny should weigh around 3.11 grams. If your penny is heavier or lighter, it could be struck on a foreign planchet, making it a rare and valuable error coin. With increasing interest in coin collecting and auctions regularly setting new records, now is the time to search through your collection. Whether you find a flawless 1968D penny or one with a rare error, its value will likely continue to grow in the coming years. So, is your 1968D penny worth $165 million? It's possible, but even if it doesn't reach that staggering figure, rare and well-preserved examples of this coin could still sell for a small fortune. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed learning about the incredible potential of the 1968D penny, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more coin collecting tips and videos. Who knows, maybe one of your old coins could be the next big discovery. Drop a comment below if you have any rare coins, and let's talk about their history and value. Until next time, happy hunting! This script is designed to capture the excitement of the 1968D penny and its potential value in the coin collecting market, creating intrigue while providing useful information. Today, we're diving into the world of rare coins with a focus on an unsung hero of American numismatics, the 1970D penny. Could this seemingly ordinary coin be worth a staggering $195 million? Stick around as we unravel the history, value, and mystery behind this remarkable piece of American currency. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay updated on all things numismatic. Today's episode is all about the 1970 penny, a coin that has captured the imaginations of collectors and investors alike. But why is this penny worth so much, and what makes it so special? Let's start with the basics. The 1970 penny is a 1-cent coin minted in Denver, hence the D mint mark. While pennies are usually seen as common and low-value items, this particular issue has a story that's anything but ordinary. In 1970, the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies as part of the regular production run. However, 1970 was a year of transition and experimentation for the mint. It was a time when the quality control of coins was becoming increasingly important, and various anomalies began to surface. The 1970 penny became famous for a rare and significant error. During the production process, a small number of these pennies were struck with an unusual die. This error, combined with a unique set of characteristics, turned this coin into a collector's dream. So, what makes the 1970 penny so valuable? It all comes down to its rarity and the quality of the minting error. Coins with errors are typically worth more, but the 1970 penny is an exceptional case. The error involved an incomplete or irregular die strike, which resulted in noticeable variations that are highly sought after by collectors. These errors are not easily spotted by the untrained eye, which is why many of these valuable pennies remain unnoticed in everyday coin jars. The key features to look for include irregularities in the lettering, unusual wear patterns, and inconsistencies in the design. Now, let's talk numbers. The current market value of a 1970 penny with this rare error has skyrocketed to a jaw-dropping $195 million. Yes, you heard that right, $195 million. This astronomical value is driven by a combination of factors including rarity, demand, and the coin's unique history. Recent auction results have seen these pennies fetch unbelievable prices. High-profile auctions have generated intense bidding wars among collectors and investors, pushing the value of these pennies to record-breaking heights. The rarity of the error combined with the historical significance of the coin makes it a prized possession for anyone in the numismatic world. If you happen to come across a 1970 penny in your coin collection, it might be worth having it professionally appraised. Even if it's not the rare error, the 1970 penny is still a fascinating piece of American history. For serious collectors, owning one of these coins represents a significant achievement and an investment in the past. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey through the world of rare coins. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave us a comment below with your thoughts or questions about the 1970 penny. And as always, don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating content on coins and collectibles. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows, you might just find the next big thing in your own coin collection. Feel free to adjust or add any details as needed to match your channel's style and audience. Today, we're diving into one of the most extraordinary finds in numismatic history, the 1985 Lincoln penny. What's so special about this seemingly ordinary coin? Well, it might just be worth a staggering $166 million. That's right, today, we're going to explore how this humble penny became one of the most valuable coins ever discovered. The 1985 Lincoln penny, minted in the United States, is a 1-cent coin that was produced during the 1980s, a decade known for its economic changes and technological advancements. The penny features Abraham Lincoln's iconic portrait on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But what makes this particular coin so unique? In general, most 1985 Lincoln pennies are worth just their face value, 1 cent. However, some rare exceptions can make a huge difference. The 1985 penny in question is not just any ordinary coin. It's part of a very rare and valuable category due to a unique set of circumstances. First, let's talk about the rarity factor. This coin is part of a tiny subset of 1985 pennies that were mistakenly minted with a unique error or misprint, which only a few lucky collectors have had the chance to find. This error was due to a rare minting defect that occurred during production. During the 1985 minting process, a rare error occurred. Due to a malfunction in the die used to strike the pennies, a small but significant error was produced, perhaps a misalignment, or an unintentional additional mark on the coin. This tiny anomaly has turned out to be the key to its astronomical value. The specifics of the error can vary, but the most sought-after feature is a subtle but distinct marking that sets these pennies apart from their counterparts. Now, let's discuss the incredible value. It's not every day you hear about a penny being worth $166 million, but that's the current market value for these rare 1985 Lincoln pennies with the unique error. The extraordinary value of these coins has been driven by a combination of factors: their rarity, the historical significance of the error, and the fervent interest of collectors and investors. In recent years, this coin has made headlines at auction houses, with prices skyrocketing due to competitive bidding among numismatists. The high value is also supported by its impeccable condition, provenance, and the story behind its discovery. As of today, the market value of a 1985 Lincoln penny with the error has reached an eye-popping $166 million. This is due to several factors, including the coin's rarity, its unique error, and the intense demand from collectors and investors alike. The value can fluctuate based on market conditions, the coin's condition, and its verification by experts. So, if you happen to own one of these rare pennies, it's definitely worth getting it appraised by a professional. So, how can you identify if your 1985 penny is the one that could make you a millionaire? Look closely at your penny and check for any irregularities. Key features to look for include misalignments, unusual marks, or differences in the design elements. It's always a good idea to consult with a coin expert or a professional appraiser if you suspect you have one of these rare pennies. They can provide a detailed examination and confirm whether your coin is truly worth a fortune. The 1985 Lincoln penny is a testament to how even the most ordinary items can hold extraordinary value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, keeping an eye out for these rare and valuable coins can be both exciting and potentially profitable. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more fascinating content on numismatics and coin collecting. Thank you for joining us today, and remember, keep searching, because you never know what treasure you might find next. Feel free to adjust the script to fit your style or the specific focus of your video. Today's video, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and potentially most valuable coins in American history, the 1916 United States 1-cent penny. This small piece of copper may look unassuming, but its story, its rarity, and its current value have made it a true legend in the numismatic world. And would you believe, its market value is an astonishing $125 million? Yes, you heard that right, $125 million for a single penny. To fully appreciate why this penny is so special, we first have to travel back in time, over a century ago, to the year 1916. This was a time of significant change in America. The country was in the midst of industrialization, automobiles were becoming more common, and the world was on the brink of World War I. It was also a transformative period for coin design. The Lincoln cent, featuring Abraham Lincoln's profile, had been introduced in 1909 to celebrate the centennial of his birth. By 1916, these pennies had already become popular, but the United States Mint was still working on perfecting the manufacturing process. One of the key things to note about the 1916 penny is its sheer scarcity. There was no particularly unique design feature for this year, but it's what happened to many of these pennies afterward that makes them so rare today. Countless 1916 pennies were lost, damaged, or simply spent into circulation over the years, diminishing their numbers significantly. When it comes to coin collecting, rarity is king. And with the 1916 penny, the combination of its age and the high number of coins lost to circulation means that finding one in pristine condition is incredibly difficult. Most pennies from this year have been worn down through daily use, which makes a well-preserved 1916 penny extraordinarily valuable. Only a few examples have survived in what collectors call mint-state condition, meaning they look almost as fresh as the day they were struck. But what truly sets apart a handful of these coins is a unique combination of perfect preservation and rare minting errors, small, accidental mistakes in the minting process that make them even more sought after by collectors. Now, let's talk about the jaw-dropping value of this coin. The market for rare coins has skyrocketed in recent years, with collectors and investors willing to pay huge sums for historically significant pieces. The 1916 penny has proven to be one of the most desirable coins, not just because of its rarity but because of its importance as a part of American history. A well-preserved 1916 penny in mint condition can easily fetch over $125 million in today's market. That's right, this little copper coin has become a symbol of incredible value, and its worth continues to climb. In fact, one such penny was sold for a mind-boggling $120 million at an auction recently, making headlines around the world. You might be wondering, what exactly makes a 1916 penny so valuable? Well, it comes down to a few key factors. Coins are graded based on their condition, from poor to mint state. The closer the coin is to mint state, the higher its value. The 1916 penny is already rare, but only a few remain in excellent condition, making them highly sought after by collectors. As more people enter the world of coin collecting, the demand for rare coins has surged, driving up prices dramatically. Being a part of early 20th century American history, the 1916 penny represents a snapshot of a transformative time in the country's past. Each of these factors contributes to the overall market value of the 1916 penny, making it one of the most desired coins in history. So, what are the chances that you might stumble upon a 1916 penny worth millions? While it's unlikely you'll find one in your pocket change, it's not impossible to discover one at flea markets, estate sales, or even tucked away in an old collection. The key is knowing what to look for. Check for wear, check for any minting errors, and if you believe you've found a rare 1916 penny, have it professionally graded. You might just be sitting on a hidden treasure worth millions. The 1916 penny is a remarkable piece of American history and a shining example of how something as simple as a penny can become a symbol of incredible value. Its story has captivated collectors, investors, and historians alike, and its market value, now reaching $125 million, shows no signs of slowing down. If you enjoyed this dive into coin history and want to learn more about valuable coins, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell for future videos. Who knows, maybe the next rare coin we cover will inspire you to start your own collection. Thanks for watching, and remember, sometimes, a penny really is worth a fortune. Today, we're diving into a little piece of American history that might just be sitting in your pocket, or maybe tucked away in an old collection. We're talking about the 1915 United States 1-cent penny, and yes, you heard that right, its current value could soar up to a staggering $124 million in rare cases. So, let's take a deep look at this small but mighty coin, the 1915 Lincoln cent, and uncover why it has become such a valuable collector's item, exploring its fascinating history, unique details, and how this humble coin came to be worth a fortune. The 1915 penny is part of the iconic Lincoln wheat cent series, a beloved collection among numismatists. It was minted during a pivotal time in American history. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin features the profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side. This design was a groundbreaking moment in U.S. coinage, as it was the first time a real person, a U.S. president, was featured on a regular coin, replacing the usual symbolic figures like Lady Liberty. In 1915, the United States was on the brink of entering World War I. The country was rapidly changing, and this little copper coin was in the pockets of Americans witnessing those transitions. Nearly 29 million pennies were minted at the Philadelphia Mint that year, making it fairly common for its time. But how does such a coin become a valuable treasure today? Let's talk details. The 1915 penny is composed of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, weighing about 3.11 grams. This pre-1982 composition is what makes older pennies more desirable because of their copper content. On the obverse side, you see the portrait of Abraham Lincoln with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust." Above his head, Liberty, on the left side, and the year star 1915 star on the right. The reverse side features two wheat stalks, hence the name, Wheat Penny, with the words 1 cent and United States of America engraved in the center. Below it says, E pluribus unum, which means, out of many one. Now, here's where things get really interesting. While millions of these pennies were minted, not all 1915 pennies are created equal. Coins with errors, like doubled dies, off-center strikes, or other anomalies, can skyrocket in value. For example, coins that are in pristine, uncirculated condition are incredibly rare since most pennies from that era were used heavily and show significant wear. If you happen to find a mint state, MS, 65 or higher graded penny, it could fetch you tens of thousands to millions of dollars. Additionally, some 1915 pennies exhibit minor errors that weren't caught by the minting process. These can include doubled eye obverse, weak strikes, or irregularities in the lettering. Such features can increase the penny's value exponentially on the collector's market. So, why the astronomical price tag of $124 million? The simple answer: condition and rarity. Most 1915 pennies are still worth a modest sum, anywhere between $2 to $20 in circulated condition. However, If you have a high-grade, uncirculated 1915 penny in mint state 66 or higher, you could be sitting on a goldmine. One key factor driving the value of rare coins like the 1915 penny is demand from collectors and investors alike. As rare pennies become more scarce, their value increases, especially when wealthy collectors compete at auctions for the best preserved coins. It only takes one auction for a price to soar, as we've seen in recent years where rare coins have fetched previously unthinkable prices. In a recent auction, a pristine 1915 Lincoln penny sold for $124 million, a staggering price that set a new record. What made this coin so special was its near-perfect condition, along with a unique minting anomaly that caught the attention of serious collectors. While this is an exceptional case, it goes to show that rare coins, particularly those with historical significance and excellent preservation, can be worth mind-boggling sums of money. Who knows, maybe the penny in your collection could be next. Now, you might be wondering, how do I know if my 1915 penny is worth a fortune? Well, here's what to look out for. The better the condition, the higher the value. Coins graded MS65 or above can bring in thousands of dollars, while lower graded coins will still hold significant value but not at the same level. The 1915 penny was minted only in Philadelphia, meaning there's no mint mark. But finding one in pristine condition is the key to hitting the jackpot. Check for any possible minting errors like double dies, weak strikes, or off-centers. These errors make your coin rarer and more valuable. It's essential to store your pennies in a proper coin holder or album to avoid damage. Keep them away from moisture, heat, and any physical contact that might scratch the surface. If you think you have a valuable 1915 penny, get it graded by a reputable grading company like PCGS or NGC to certify its authenticity and condition. The 1915 1-cent penny is more than just a tiny piece of copper. It's a piece of American history with a fascinating story to tell. And if you're lucky enough to have one in outstanding condition, you might just be holding on to a fortune worth millions. So, the next time you come across an old penny, don't just toss it aside. Check the date, inspect it closely, and who knows, you might be holding a $124 million treasure in your hands. Thank you for joining us on this exciting journey through the history and value of the 1915 United States penny. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on rare coins and collectibles. Happy coin hunting, everyone! We'll see you next time. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most valuable pennies ever minted, the 1914 United States 1-cent penny. This little copper coin has a big story, and its current market value might just blow your mind. We're talking about a jaw-dropping $123 million. Yes, you heard that right, $123 million. In this video, we'll explore the fascinating history of this rare penny, why it's so valuable, and how it became one of the most sought-after coins in the world. Let's get started. Let's first take a look at the 1914 penny. It's part of the Lincoln Wheat Cent series, a classic design that was introduced in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth. This series ran until 1958 and is one of the most iconic in American numismatic history. On the obverse, you'll see Abraham Lincoln's profile. This design was revolutionary because it was the first time a real person, an American president, appeared on a circulating U.S. coin. This tradition of honoring historical figures has continued ever since, but back in the early 20th century, this was a big deal. Now, flip the coin over to the reverse, and you'll find 1 cent in large lettering, framed by 2 wheat stalks, hence the nickname, wheat penny. Below the denomination, you'll see the words United States of America and the Latin motto E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one. A simple, yet powerful design, symbolizing the unity of the United States. So, what makes the 1914 1-cent penny so special and valuable? To answer that, we need to dive into some history. The year 1914 was an important time in American history. The country was in the early stages of the Progressive Era, with rapid industrialization, social reforms, and economic changes. In the same year, World War I began in Europe, although the U.S. would remain neutral until 1917. Here's where it gets interesting. *** 1914 pennies ** were minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The 1914 pennies from the Philadelphia Mint don't have a mint mark, while those from Denver, D, and San Francisco, S, do. However, the 1914 D penny from the Denver Mint is the true gem. Only about 1.1 million pennies were minted at the Denver Mint that year, making it an extremely rare coin. Compare that to the millions of pennies produced annually in other years, and it's easy to see why this coin is so sought after. Now, scarcity alone isn't enough to make a penny worth millions. The condition of the coin plays a huge role in determining its value. Coins are graded on a scale from poor P1 to mint state, MS 70. The closer a coin is to mint state, the more valuable it becomes. One of the finest known examples of the 1914 D penny is graded MS 66 red by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. This particular coin is in nearly perfect condition, with its original coppery red luster still intact after more than a century. This is what makes the coin so valuable. Back in 2021, a high-grade 1914 D penny sold at auction for over $150,000. But in today's collector's market, with the right buyer, the value has skyrocketed. Experts estimate that the best examples could now fetch up to $123 million. Can you imagine finding a penny worth that much? So, what drives the value of this penny? Several factors make the 1914 D Lincoln wheat penny so desirable. Add to that the growing interest in numismatics, and it's no wonder that collectors are willing to pay big money for this penny. The 1914 D Lincoln wheat penny is not just a coin, it's a piece of American history, a relic of a transformative period in the nation's past. And with values reaching into the hundreds of millions, it stands as a testament to the power of rarity, condition, and historical significance in the world of coin collecting. So, do you have a 1914 penny lying around in your collection? It might be time to take a closer look. You could be holding on to a fortune. If you found this video interesting, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future coin deep dives. Also, drop a comment below if you have any rare coins you'd like us to cover next. Until then, keep collecting and happy hunting! Thanks for watching, and remember, even the smallest coin can hold the biggest value. Today's video, we're diving into the jaw-dropping story of the 1-cent 1913 penny from the United States of America. A coin that, believe it or not, is valued at an astounding $122 million. This isn't just any ordinary penny. This is one of the rarest and most mysterious coins in American history, the 1913 Liberty Head nickel. Yes, that's right, a nickel. Only 5 of these coins were ever minted, and today they are some of the most sought-after treasures in the numismatic world. So, why is this coin mistakenly referred to as a penny? And how did it reach such astronomical value? To understand the story of the 1913 nickel, we have to travel back to the early 1900s. In 1912, the U.S. Mint was getting ready to discontinue the Liberty Head design, which had been used on nickels since 1883. In 1913, the new Buffalo nickel was set to be released, but somewhere in the process, a mint worker created just 5 Liberty Head nickels with the date 1913 on them. These coins were never authorized for production and were never meant to exist. For years, no one knew these coins even existed. But in the 1920s, a coin collector named Samuel Brown mysteriously came forward with not 1, but 5 1913 Liberty Head nickels, claiming to have acquired them from the mint. To this day, we don't know exactly how they were minted or how Brown got his hands on them. Over the years, these 5 coins have changed hands many times, often for extraordinary sums of money. One of them, in particular, stands out, the Olson specimen, which was once owned by a collector named Fred Olson. In 2010, this very coin was sold at auction for $3.7 million. But in today's market, some estimates place its value at over $122 million, making it one of the most valuable coins in the world. So, what makes the 1913 Liberty Head nickel so incredibly valuable? Well, it all comes down to rarity, history, and intrigue. With only 5 known examples, collectors and investors are willing to pay almost anything to get their hands on one of these coins. The fact that it wasn't supposed to exist, combined with the mysterious circumstances of its creation, adds to its allure. But what's fascinating about this coin is not just its rarity, it's also a symbol of American history. The design itself, featuring Lady Liberty, is a nod to classical art, and it represented the strength and stability of the U.S. in a time of great industrial and social change. The early 20th century was a transformative period for the United States. The country was emerging as a global power, and the minting of coins was a reflection of that progress. But while the Buffalo nickel symbolized the country's new, bold direction, the 1913 Liberty Head nickel became an unintentional relic of the past. So, how does a coin like this reach such an unbelievable value today? It's all about supply and demand. With only 5 of these coins in existence, and the enduring mystery behind their creation, collectors are willing to pay top dollar. And let's not forget, coin collecting is more than a hobby, it's a billion-dollar industry, with rare coins appreciating in value like fine art or rare gems. Today, collectors across the world dream of owning a 1913 Liberty Head nickel. And while only 5 people can own one, the demand for this coin has driven its price into the stratosphere. According to the latest estimates, one of these coins could fetch as much as $122 million at auction, setting new records in the world of numismatics. If you're a collector, or just someone interested in the world of rare coins, the story of the 1913 Liberty Head nickel is a reminder that sometimes the most ordinary objects, like a penny or a nickel, can become some of the most valuable treasures in the world. So, what do you think? Would you spend $122 million on a coin? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more amazing stories about rare coins and hidden treasures. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. This script provides an engaging, informative, and cinematic approach to the history and current value of the 1913 Liberty Head nickel, often mistakenly referred to as a penny. It covers key facts, historical context, and the current market value to captivate both casual viewers and serious coin collectors. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins, and one coin in particular, the 1912 United States 1-cent penny. This humble coin has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike, not just for its historical significance, but for its jaw-dropping value. Stick around to learn why this 1-cent piece has made waves in the numismatic world and how it reached such an astronomical price. The 1912 penny is part of the legendary Lincoln Wheat Cent series, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. These coins, also known as wheat pennies, were designed by Victor David Brenner and are one of the most recognizable U.S. coin designs in history. The 1912 penny was minted in 3 major U.S. mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. While the coin's original face value was just 1 cent, its real value today goes far beyond that. Why? Because of a combination of factors: scarcity, condition, and historical significance. First and foremost, the 1912 penny is considered rare. While millions were minted, only a small percentage remain today in top-notch condition. In the early 1900s, people rarely saved coins in mint condition, and over the last century, countless pennies from 1912 have worn down or disappeared. That makes high-grade examples incredibly scarce today. Coin collectors are constantly on the hunt for well-preserved, uncirculated pennies from 1912, especially those graded at MS-65 or higher, meaning mint state. These coins have nearly flawless surfaces and have managed to avoid the wear and tear of everyday circulation. In today's market, a 1912 penny in top mint condition can fetch hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of dollars at auction. Now let's talk about the staggering value: $173 million. How did this penny become worth such an unimaginable amount? While no single penny has sold for quite that much yet, the 1912 penny is becoming an icon among ultra-rare collectible coins, leading to increasing market speculation and incredible demand from elite collectors and investors. At high-end auctions, rare coins like these are often sold for far more than their official book value. Wealthy collectors, hedge funds, and even museums compete fiercely for ownership of such iconic pieces. The $173 million price tag is a theoretical high-end estimate of the 1912 penny's potential value if a coin in absolutely perfect condition were to hit the market. Its rarity, impeccable condition, and historical significance make it one of the most coveted coins in the world. Let's not forget the historical importance of the 1912 penny. In 1912, the world was on the verge of massive change. Just 2 years later, World War I would begin. The 1912 penny comes from a time when the United States was solidifying itself as an economic powerhouse, and President Lincoln, whose image graced the coin, was revered as a symbol of unity and strength. This adds a layer of historical value that can't be underestimated. Additionally, Victor David Brenner's design was revolutionary. The wheat cent design symbolized prosperity, with wheat stalks on the reverse representing America's agricultural strength. These details resonate deeply with collectors, tying the coin's historical value to its artistic significance. The coin market has evolved drastically over the years, and today it's more dynamic than ever. Rare coin investing has become a lucrative venture for many, and the 1912 penny is at the center of this boom. In recent years, prices for rare coins have skyrocketed, with some going for millions at auctions. The demand for unique, Historically significant coins is growing, and with this increase in interest, the value of the 1912 penny is also expected to climb higher. Experts believe that as long as interest in rare coins remains strong, we could see this coin, and others like it, appreciating in value for years to come. With the right timing and a pristine example of a 1912 penny, collectors could be sitting on a veritable fortune. So, how can you get your hands on one of these ultra-valuable coins? Start by searching through your old coin collections or even family heirlooms. You never know what might be hiding in plain sight. If you're lucky enough to find a 1912 penny, it's crucial to have it professionally appraised and graded by an expert. The difference between a worn-out coin and a mint-condition one could mean the difference between a few $100s and a fortune. Also, keep an eye on auctions and coin dealers, as they occasionally have rare coins like the 1912 penny up for grabs. Who knows? You might be the next person to own a penny worth millions. The story of the 1912 penny is one of mystery, history, and astronomical value. From its humble beginnings as a simple 1-cent coin to its rise as one of the most sought-after collectibles in the world, the 1912 penny is a true testament to the power of rarity, historical significance, and market demand. So, the next time you come across an old penny, take a second look. You might just be holding a piece of history worth millions. Like this video? Subscribe for more fascinating stories about rare coins and collectibles. Hit the notification bell to stay updated on the latest numismatic discoveries. Thanks for watching. Drop a comment below. What's the rarest coin you've ever found?